Unnecessary talk with Brian Sturges. How you loving this mustache, huh? Is it adorable? This punum?
Punum.
Dead stash. My poor wife, imagine this already.
Dilf.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Dilf, baby. Yeah. Well, listen, I have earned the right to have a mustache. As a partly swarthy man from the Mediterranean.
Sure.
And, the fact that I scream rage business every morning. Because the market's open in New York. So I'm off in the office just yelling. Things, hoping the children won't wake up to this. And I'm like, you like rice? You like eating? You like food? What's the problem? Why is this donut upside down? You want to get into the donuts? This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I'm that Brian Sturges. BrianSturges.com. Cliff Beach Music. Timothy All Music. And music. Did you put his song at the end of last week's?
No, I forgot to.
No.
What song was it supposed to be? It was his version of Skyfall, right?
But you were so at no point when you got to that point in the edit, did you write on a little piece of paper and
I don't
a pad
have paper
notes?
or pens.
I know. Do you understand why I will never give you a raise? Why? It's like you have what's that thing where they rent control? Where
I'm coasting.
10 years from now. When eggs are $47.50, I'm giving you the same amount because I'm sure if you listen to the episode, there was only one actual direction, which is to put that in.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're like, I forget. And then once it's out, it's not like he can correct it.
I can't correct it. Yeah.
As soon as he hits export, he's out doing things. He's out shooting arrows.
Yep.
Flirting with the MILFs in the neighborhood.
Yep.
What else you doing?
When the price of eggs go up, does the price of chickens go up as well?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know, but I was in an extremely wealthy area of Toluca. It's Toluca.
Took a look at Mississippi.
Words are hard.
I was in Toluca.
I was in Toluca Lake, walking around the homes, and some some six with the mustache. That was some $6 million property. All of a sudden, I just heard all the chickens in the back. I'm like, oh, this guy's like a real investor. He's like, oh, eggs? They're expensive? Right. Get me 40 chickens. Because in the city of Los Angeles, you are allowed to have chickens.
That's true.
Because it's old Mexico, basically. And it's
It
was like Grandpapa did or something, whatever you...
Ain't nothing here but a
Abuelo? No, what is it? What's the grandfather in Spanish? Abuelo?
Abuelo, yeah.
Yeah, that was close.
Abuelo.
Yeah.
It's
the low and the la.
Yeah. Good thing I took Latin, because that makes a lot of sense for what I do, right?
Yeah.
The only Latin you know is Latina.
I think my wife knows she's like, let's travel. I'm like, oh, let's go to like Brazil or Colombia. And she's like, I was thinking Scandinavia.
Oh, yeah. She's like,
maybe something
where they have smaller asses.
Something, Norway, I heard is cool. And, hey, what's this thing, like the conspiracy thing where dumb people put things online where apparently the top, and I think I had mentioned this, that the top of the pyramids are the top of obelisks. And so they go down. So those pyramids are the top of obelisks.
That's big.
Is that why that symbol is everywhere in the world and used, including on our money, Washington, D.C.? They had to switch. By the way, it's two different colors because they had to stop during the war, and then when they picked up the war, they had to get different stone. So if halfway up is a certain white, and then... So if you're into long white shafts, you'll know that. And usually there's a discoloration. It's not the same color all the way through.
Sometimes.
The Leaning Tower of Penis, though, that one really got...
White shaft, that's what you could do.
Oh,
you could do whitesploitation movies. Break that a thing, Because we've made a lot of movies black, and that's...
Yeah, when is it time for us to take black movies and make them
exactly.
So you could do Shaft
like Roots,
and Dolomite.
But we did that. That's just The Godfather.
They tried to do that with... No. Yeah, No? I don't know how you... I was going to say with Guess Who. They took Guess Who's Come to Dinner, and then they made Guess Who, and it was with Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher.
Yes. When it comes to cinematic history, that is the film.
Yeah.
Speaking of cinematic history, I saw Sinners this week.
Oh, yeah? Was it good? I heard it's good.
Yeah. I've heard it's good, but I have no idea what it's about. I just know that it's good and something to do that people of color are associated
multiple
with it.
people thought it was about zombies, but it ended up being about vampires.
Oh, vampires.
Yeah.
Or vampire.
But
Vampire.
but it had the guy who did Black Panther did it. Michael B. Jordan is in it. Split screen Michael B. Jordan. So we
That's
get
double.
2 sexy twins now. We're twins.
Oh, he's playing twins?
Yeah.
Listen, Danny DeVito, Schwarzenegger. Those are
Those
twins.
are the sexiest
Oh, by the way,
ones.
Schwarzenegger's son is the new Captain America or whatever. I know that's not right, but close to it. Again, just another, here you go, you're the new Marvel guy.
Oh, okay.
Or Cyclops. I don't really know
they just
because
made him black.
I'm a man.
They can't make him black, then immediately.
What about
switch to
White
this guy.
Panther? What about Cougars? Which is just, it's
white-
a
white
sitcom
Pumas?
that takes place in Dear John's in Culver City.
Okay.
They already had Cougar Town. With what's her name?
Oh, yeah,
but
Susan
those
Sarandon?
but those cougars were too hot. I want like Midwest cougars. I want these sort of women that I once was getting rid of a refrigerator and I brought it down to the street, and then this Hispanic man came up but his arm was broken. He's like, "Are you giving this away?" I was like, "Yeah, take it." He's like, all of a sudden he walks over to the truck and he knocks on the window. And his wife gets out, and she comes up, and she just picked it up and put it in the truck. And of course she was like, and he was small. It was like that perfect thing where like he must love being dominated, right? He just loves riding around on there or whatever. But she just picked up. She was, have a good day. I was like, this is what I don't know how we actually got Mexico, right? So white people are so weak today. If we wanted to take it today, we couldn't because we're tweeting, we're tweeting, we're tweeting, all that stuff, right? Yeah, the Mexicans are still working hard, building. They're still right, and then some guy comes from Silicon Valley, and he's like, "Oh, I can write an app. Take it back, Mexico, take it back." But listen, ambassador to something, I'm.
Keep them in mind. Yeah, look at that mustache.
I met a lot of those Silicon people. I was up I was up there.
Bibliotech. Oh,
Biblioteca.
I was up there.
I only wanted if it's a mail library.
Yeah. Biblioteco.
Anyway, this is the music news of the week. Nope. And followed by this graphic, it is the discount food of the week. Okay. 1, my wife made a delicious muffin. It's raisins, carrots. Apparently, it's healthy. It is delicious.
It was good.
But there's got to be butter or something in there where she thinks because there's a carrot inside, because she's from the South. So, she's like, oh, there's only 1 pat of butter per thing. And then tell me about this upside down donut. What is it? This is the new fad, is you take the frosting and you put it on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, these are from the app Too Good To Go, from a place called Kofax Nuts.
Oh, is this my donut?
That's
to eat?
yours, yeah.
Oh,
Nuts
you guys have
and
finished
bolts.
your donut?
Yeah, we
Yes.
already have them. Nuts and bolts. So always good to.
So we're not sharing. We're just
say,
okay.
no.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat it too. I guess it is my cheat day.
That's
Still
true.
greasy.
Hey, you want to tell me about the time I bought a treadmill?
Hey, remember that time that we went and picked up that treadmill and it was super heavy and it looked like maybe it had been stored outdoors?
You need that Mexican one.
100% under an eve.
Yeah, it was under an eve. Ooh.
When you commit to buying something in your mind and you
you kinda
drive
go through
far,
it.
I picked
Yeah.
you up. We went for a ride. I was there. I was like, oh,
We had breakfast.
it was. I know. A very expensive day. Well, this is a great donut.
There you go.
Where's it actually from though?
Nuts and bolts.
And this is from
And
the,
bolts.
Where is it? Oh, that's the one in Colton.
Yeah, it's inside of the Kofax, but they have a shared space.
but the dumpster is outside.
the dumpster is still outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the music news of the week? What's up with that?
Music news of the week.
Let's try that again. Reach that.
Music news of the week. Super excited because, as you know, Nasty, Control, Rhythm Nation.
Oh.
Janet Jackson is getting the AMA's Icon Award this year after already being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame after her brother. But Janet Jackson is still on tour.
She's still on tour?
Hold on. Wait. What happened to rock and roll? I don't, not to take anything away from Janet Jackson, but why the fuck is she in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
They inducted Dionne Warwick last year too.
But why?
Because they're popular.
But
Yeah, maybe it's more.
isn't it off-brand? I mean,
not
shouldn't you
very
be
rock and roll,
in
yeah.
rock and roll? Isn't that the fucking point?
But the first,
It's in the name.
well,
That's not me.
well, the first woman black inducted was Aretha Franklin. She wasn't rock,
Right.
but people love
That's
her.
true. I guess
Get
it would
her out
be
of
a-
there.
It would be a small.
They induct rap as well.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is in there.
So obviously it's a money play. So
Well,
that's all it is.
People lobby
more of a
to get them in
musician
there.
Hall of
and,
Fame.
No, no, no. Yeah, that's why, the obelisks, how tall are they? They're all the way down. You know where it's full? Guys with money. Well, I may not do that again.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called viciously unfunny.
Right.
But the AMA
Don't say shuffles.
If I didn't cry in the bathtub, afterward-
Where would you cry?
Yeah, I mean,
But the AMA is as an icon makes sense because American Music Awards, Dick Clark production.
well, that makes sense. But
all
Rock and Roll
the way
Hall of Fame doesn't make any sense.
It's just
I mean, I
move
guess
up.
it's like having a bluegrass festival, and you go
they've
and
had
there's
it-
Tone Loc. You're like, I mean, what?
Tone Loc.
Remember we went to like the Playboy Jazz Fest, and there was no jazz players. Like one.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting my shit about famous jazz musicians' siblings out there, so that if I ever bump into an icon
Yeah.
at Blue Note, he's gonna be like,
This guy.
I mean,
He's going to hit you with his giant bass tricks.
Yeah, nothing.
he's gonna garrote me or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing is exactly
It's
how
the
it
E
was.
string,
Oh, that's the toughest
You use
one.
the G one when it goes out of tune.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the blues festivals, they always like branch out to something else. You know, you have to get what's popular.
It just becomes like world music, right?
Yeah. Oh God. God, I hate you so much.
Like in
World music.
like that doc about New Orleans Fest.
Buy
It was like
shoes.
heavily Jimmy Buffett. which I
Cover
didn't even know
your
he was
toes. You're at a urinal.
Oh, no.
All right. I know you're getting splattered on your fucking Tevas.
Oh.
Let you go there. Ah, men. What do you think about men who wear sandals?
I mean, I wear sandals.
I felt bad, but I also love the fact that those. I think we showed a video of the protesters that cemented their hands into the road, and then they showed up. They're like, we're gonna have to. You're gonna be all fucked up. Now.
Man.
So they're chiseling and they're screaming because the concrete, the cement's drying and cracking.
Yeah.
They can't,
Oh.
So they're chiseling, and I didn't feel bad for them. I thought that was funny.
I mean, that's a poor
You,
choice.
you've proven nothing, and now your flamenco career is over.
Oh, no. You can't get those.
So what? So Janet Jackson's AMA. She said,
AMAs.
man, when I was in my sexual awakening, I knew then.
Oh, you like that cover of the Rolling Stone?
No, well, that one was good.
Was that the Rolling Stone?
What,
or-
what was the one where she pretends to have an orgasm on the?
That was the Velvet Rope.
That's it.
Yeah,
You knew that
they
quick.
did,
You were
yeah.
like, you had that one. Yeah.
I've never heard of that
And
one.
then the girl in the background,
would
she's
not.
like, "Girl, your pussy gonna swell up and down."
You would be listening to like Candlebox on cassette.
Oh, I hated Candlebox. It was the worst.
They
Liberace.
had that. Well, they had that song.
It was
You
all.
know, and they're out there because somewhere you go to a diner, you could be sitting next to the bass player from
It's true.
from Lollapalooza, the band.
You look like you got a Henry Mancini collection.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some kind of elevator music.
You look like you'd have a buck 110 on your waist. The old knife, the old.
Oh.
You know, like where it's in the
A little Crocodile
leather.
Dundee thing?
No, it's the buck 110 is a folding.
Oh,
it was
okay.
it was the first lockback folding knife. It's like everyone's grandfather had that.
Oh, yeah.
You just stick an image of the buck 110. You know
Yeah.
what? Hey, just go to
Widow.
BrianSearches.com
Looks like a
/
widow.
knife.
Yeah. Little Indian figurine.
Hey, you know-
Native American figurine.
Is there any more music news of the week, or is that it?
For this segment, that's
Okay,
so
cool.
good.
That's
You
it?
know who I saw just this week is
Who?
I just went to breakfast. Mr. Blathenberg, Mr. Pillow Talk
Oh.
himself,
Oh, nice.
and you ready for this?
Steak and eggs.
He bought me breakfast.
He bought you breakfast?
I got a picture of it.
Wow.
Put it up a Blair's face.
And guess who I also saw?
I guess we're done with the story that I was going to go into about the food. No,
Well,
tell me. No,
well-
we're gonna weave them together like two.
Well, I was saying,
professional
I
comedians.
also, speaking of people who used to be on the show,
You went to-
I ran into Josh Willis this week.
Oh,
Really?
how's he doing?
Good. He had just booked something. You know,
Great.
he's out.
Oh, yeah.
Like
he
a
was
like
on,
a reservation at Sizzler.
No, it's a movie, right?
Come on, I love you, buddy. Come on. That's what we do here.
Yeah, we caught eyes, and then we had to have that decision of like, are we going to pretend we don't know each other?
You didn't run away and pretend you didn't see him.
No. It was like,
Oh, I'm wheezing.
it was good. No, it's always good to see him.
Dr. Willis. I remember we got the shout out. I know he doesn't watch, but I should send him the clip where we did the thing, and it was like he was like, "Fuck you, Josh." That lady was going off like, "You're a cheater."
Yeah.
Man, how are you, Dr. Willis? Come back.
I'm glad you booked something. Got an agent doing stuff. It's fine.
All right.
He's doing well.
Well, congratulations, Dr. Willis.
Yeah, and saving the
You're
world.
not just a brain.
He's still saving the world?
Brain.
Mostly brain.
So I went out to, you're amazing. I went out to Bob's Big Boy in Burbank, which I had never been all these years.
And you're the big boy.
Where
He's
apparently,
smaller.
and they had these big burgers that look like really fancy Big Macs. Like, remember that Cosby episode? The kids wanted fancy burgers and they had to go there, but it looked beautiful. And apparently they invented that, and McDonald's took their double thing and they made the Big Mac based off of that. But I was there for breakfast. Ham steak, excellent, thick.
Oh,
But I want to go back for the burgers.
I have not been to that location.
You've been there before?
Yeah, but years ago. It's literally one of the only ones. It's like Red Lobster. There's like one in Redondo, and there's one Bob's Big Boy in California. That's it.
You know, that Sizzler in Culver City,
yeah.
Josh says I booked the reservation, is the original Sizzler.
Really?
That is the original location.
Oh.
Sizzler started in Culver City in that very place.
I gotta say.
And which
It's
would
good.
be maybe before the freeway was next to it. Not the 405, but
Yeah.
like that 90 roll
Oh,
off
yeah.
shit.
And that sex shop. Touch of romance.
It's always there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always there.
There's
I
nothing
went
like
there when I was in
filling
my
up on a
20s.
good salad bar and then going to look at.
But I would
all the
I would
dildos
imagine
you
that
can-
business is down like the dildo games and stuff. Like I would imagine that you just people buy it online. They don't want to go to a shop.
No,
anymore.
they don't wanna go
So
to a shop.
how do those places stay open? It's for people who are cheating on their
Passerby?
wives and don't want to buy lingerie.
Well, you know
I
what-
get it now.
Well, it's like now they're.
What you do is you load everything on a vanilla gift card and you pay exclusively with that. There's no.
Well, you can get stuff ordered from there, which they do a lot of online.
Plus, you're going to want to have to take the soap you have at home and you want to keep that in the car, so that when you're at the Wyndham,
Oh, yeah.
and once you've pulled out and you've washed your genitals, you don't want to use that little bar
different
soap.
soap, yeah.
You got to use the same soap.
Oh,
just
yeah.
so you know.
I'm sure they have delivery for those now.
Also, you never use your real name. Most people think my name is Franklin Delano Rubenstein.
I thought you were going to be the
I'm
My
a
Pillow guy
Delano.
for a second.
Delano.
It's a mustache. The mall.
Just like the casino.
But Corey, it was nice to see Corey Blothenberg, and everyone I know is like, and the Teds and the World and the Joshes. I think everybody, Second City being gone or whatever is, I think, a home base to many of us. Where I think I can speak for myself and probably Corey that we miss, that something to do. I mean, we're out. You're at least there one night a week, but usually you were out in Hollywood 2 nights a week.
But someone's
Maybe
still
3.
around. Can't you just switch to the other one?
Dude, I'm an old man to take. I mean, there's nothing worse than being in a group of 20-year-olds and then
But
being
maybe
in the wrong one, and then you're like the 50-year-old. I don't want to be that guy.
But maybe you're Jessica Tandy. Maybe you're going to peak at 80.
No, it's bad.
80.
She was old and then,
What episode number would that be?
Yeah. I don't want to know.
No, I'm saying like maybe
It's just you've been dead. It's just we've licensed your digital ghost from your mother,
And we just have it as one of those floating things.
and he's like, "This is the music. I'm really excited to be."
No, I'm saying, but maybe at this layer of chapter of life, your comedy might hit different.
Anyway, so I saw Blothenberg, and it was so nice to talk comedy
Oh, yeah.
and, quite frankly, eat a man's meal. Or a hard, we don't have to put sex behind it, but something you ladies would not enjoy. It wasn't an egg Florentine. It was like meat, fried butter.
Piles. It was
How do
just
these
piles of stuff.
get triggered? Because they seem ad hoc when you end up going to a bunch. You message him, he messages you. How does that work? Because they're like random.
Oh, random.
Yeah.
It was
It's like,
because
we
it
got
was my
shit to
birthday,
do.
and he reached out.
Right.
What's that like? I didn't reach out. Full disclosure.
I did.
Yeah, that's because you're a real friend.
Yeah.
This guy still hasn't responded if he's coming to my wedding or not. Why let me know? But don't worry, everyone just didn't respond.
Wait, but
good.
I thought we confirmed.
What, that I was going to go to his wedding?
No, we confirmed it was Brian's birthday.
Oh, we did.
That's why you
And then
asked.
Oh, yeah, because I asked him.
I already know what I'm getting you for your birthday. There's the difference.
Yep.
Hey, have you gone out with your girl again, or did you?
That's done. Yeah. She wrapped it up.
She
She was like, "There's no spark."
Well, I mean, that's cool. That's actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
how you
a
do it.
kindness, yeah.
But I got another date set up with a black chick on
you,
Monday.
you
so
die a
it's-
little bit inside. You're like,
Every time.
you think you too good for me.
Every time. But the good thing is that.
Did she let you down easy? Let you down slow?
No, she did. I mean, I was pissed. Any rejection, you pissed. But more,
Sure.
it's like. But luckily, like, I keep it moving. So like,
Yeah.
I've set the next date up for a different person. So I have an option. As long as I have an option, then I can keep.
Oh, moving forward. So
Moving
you're not
forward.
dwelling.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, okay.
Now,
Sure.
you have an email list of thousands of emails in which
Yeah.
why don't one of your promotional emails be like, I'm looking for love. One of these weird pictures. You're
Well, I
like,
was. I actually was trying to get on one of those 90 days. Like I was trying to.
Fiancés?
I was trying to use it promotionally, as on a dating show to get in there.
I can see that.
Yeah, because
John Hamm was on
Wait, John Hamm was on one of
yeah,
them?
he was
early-
on the,
early on.
the match game or
Like-
one of them.
oh,
or New-
like when he first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, what would you do? I'd be like, suck your toes at a
Hell
Ponderosa
yeah, with barbecue
steakhouse.
sauce, whipped cream, and
That's where I
everything.
went for
Ponderosa?
that's where I went for after I graduated from high
I
school.
knew you would know what a Ponderosa steakhouse is. Takes a certain man a certain age.
I'm more of a Chevy's man, but that came later.
So
Outback. Bareback steakhouse.
I haven't been.
No, she's a psychotherapist. So
that's over.
yeah. I was talking to an optometrist, but once she saw me, she said,
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
comedy. No, but I just keep it moving one at a time. Sometimes though in the apps it gets cryptic. Like you'll give someone your number, then you get like a text, and then you realize like they're not a real, like they're just fishing for some bullshit. I get a lot of fake text messages because I have a Google number, so they just send me random shit. But yeah, I think the main thing is just keeping it cool. Like the less you care, then you don't get like that bothered. You get ruffled a little bit, but you keep it moving. So.
Yeah. It's the ones that you want don't want you, and the ones whatever. But eventually you find the one, and you both will settle.
settle.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, everyone has a little bit of unhappiness. That's what I've learned. I think
A little bit.
all past relationships.
Every
I could've-
comedian ever is
made it
trying
work.
to find the few moments of joy in their life when they're not trying to hang themselves. I've been teaching my kids about business rage. I'm like, when you hear Daddy yelling in his office about whatever, just know that that's not
Real rage.
That's business rage.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's the difference? And I'm like, Daddy's mad about the, I don't know, I lost 40 grand today. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it. But
I
business,
did all puts. Why did I do all puts?
Yeah. It's just like certain things. Like I'm working with my team, and they're kind of flailing and not selling and stuff.
Yes, last time after the episodes,
Yes.
we went and dined. Where did we go?
Korean.
We went Korean.
Apropos.
Right? And you were displeased with your work environment at the moment because they were
Sure.
giving you shit.
Yeah.
'Cause they were doing the old more work for you, less money, right?
Well, it's still having problems, but the thing is that one,
you said I could never understand, but did I understand?
you understood the
Well,
problem.
there you go. So I understood.
No, I meant the empathy.
So mad.
Of
You were
other people.
so mad.
No, but
But not warehouse work. Not below the line talent. We're like
no, you're right. I mean, you had some merit to what you said, but the thing is that I realized like
they're grips without the benefit of
Yeah.
saying I worked on Terminator 2.
yeah.
You don't get a poster for stacking cardboard boxes. Like,
Terminator 2 reminds me now of Megan 2 coming out. I'm very excited.
I didn't see the first one.
I've never heard of it.
They're doing a Terminator.
The Stallion?
So, no, Megan. She's like an AI robot dancing.
I thought that was the hair lip guy with Colin
Joaquin?
Joe's wife.
Oh, her?
Hey, isn't that her?
Oh, I don't know.
She was
no,
AI?
This is like some kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's
She was
similar.
named
Except
Julia
this one,
or
it's
something?
more like Chucky, I
Yeah,
guess, probably.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, it's horror.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a horror. Yeah.
Apparently, he's a robot now. I didn't know that.
Chucky.
Yeah, his last one, he's become a robot. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't
Sex
see the
bot?
last
Oh,
one.
sorry, I didn't mean to spoiler. I tried watching the Pop Culture Jeopardy,
Oh.
and of course, you have to fast forward through all the people talking. Go to it, and it's you. If you answer too many, you feel stupid because you're like, why do I
know all this?
know this, but not what the chart? What is iron on the chart?
Oh, yeah, FE.
Did you see? Yeah. Yeah. Did you see?
Is that why it's called Santa Fe? Because it's all red because of iron.
Oh, maybe.
Saint Iron.
St. Iron. Yeah, maybe.
No, but it's all red there. All the earth is red.
Same with Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Yeah,
Am I a genius or am I a moron?
did you see
It's
the
a fine line.
Did you see the pop Jeopardy clips when they were asking like jazz saxophone questions and like no one was like they were just
Cannonball Adderley.
losing so easily.
On the regular one? I haven't seen
It
the
was
regular.
pop. It was
No.
pop. Or celebrity. But it was like no
Oh,
one.
celebrity.
No one,
Those are the worst.
they were
It's
like this person was known for giant steps, and they were like Louis Armstrong. Like it was like they were failing miserably.
Yeah,
Everyone.
But,
like,
but they knew
He was
that,
terrible
that
at the
Chicky Jim.
saxophone.
I don't like it. And you know what else I don't like about these shows is because they don't have to be the exact format to fit on a network. The bullshit jokes and shit that you would cut to make it tight now goes on because they don't care if there's another 30 seconds about some woman telling a story how her cat saved her life.
and they're all
Oh,
different.
dang. Little mittens?
Have you ever did that game show?
No, although I've had a couple people ask me. My buddy Roy, sorry, I almost said Ray there. I was thinking of the other. Take that reset. My buddy Roy said he wanted to go on one of these shows, and I'm just not that guy.
How's your switch? Your switch of drink of choice?
Oh.
That was worth it? About his heartburn? Sure. Well, before we begin,
Well,
this is Tim's medical update of the week.
Soda gives me heartburn, so I can't drink it anymore.
But you just realized that? It's been like 200 episodes.
No, I've known it, but now I'm
226 or something.
now I was just tired of having it every day. So yeah,
I have found Diet Sunkist. I love it. Oh my god. Because it's memories of a child. Like, because I never got orange soda when I was a kid. You kidding me? It was like fine wines with good, you know. Like there's Beaujolais, and I was like, I just want a bag of cheese. What is Kraft? What is it? And then you try it, you'd be like, this is disgusting. You ever have one of those American slice crafts? Oh man, I can't.
do it.
They only seem to taste good if they're on like a college burger.
Yeah.
But eating those things raw,
The lady does it.
it's all petroleum.
Well, it's like it comes out of the plastic, and it has that plastic taste, and it has that plastic gloss, and it jiggles.
Well, it's not considered cheese, right? No. There's not enough.
Oh, is it cheese-like?
No, it says pasteurized cheese product or something.
And check out most of Breyers, all these companies now, it's not ice cream anymore because there's not enough butterfat. So it's a frozen dairy dessert.
Yeah.
All right?
That's some horse shit.
Yeah, I got that. This was totally worth it.
It was. Get your shit right.
Tiny Tim's TikToks. My bitch runs the street at night.
Yes, you do.
And I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm saying my bitch runs the street at night. And I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm saying, y'all. Always knew she was a freak, but now it's coming back on me. But I like the way that pussy is.
Oh my God.
This bitch never stays at home, always leave me home alone. Whispers on the telephone. I'm saying my bitch runs the street at night.
It's good. It's kind of Isley Brothers, right?
I would listen to that.
He's a little off rhythm sometimes,
But it gets back on, though.
yeah.
Yeah, he goes back. It's like a Ron Isley song.
Corey Holcomb.
Hey man, Corey, if this was able to be shown and we passed it,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Now, the thing that was cool about it is like how many layers of black it was. There was like the music, his vibe, the outfit, the head wrap, the freaking John Witherspoon picture in the background. It was like, man, there's so much.
Don't start holding me up on this bathroom stuff. I got it up in him. And when I pulled it out, you know, I had a little dookie on me. You know, it wasn't nothing. But he told me when he came out to see me that night, he said, hey. I said, what? He said, I think you went too deep, honey. I said, what you mean too deep? He said he used the bathroom and found the imprint on my toe. The imprint on the imprint on my thing and his toe. I said, look, I don't want to do all that stuff. But he said, yeah, you went deep.
Oh my God.
You know, and so we decided to get married. I said, you want to get married?
Might as well.
And so, yeah, so we go see this guy. And he said, I can marry y'all this week. And so we had to go through all the inmates, send out invitations, you know.
Wait a minute, hold the
We
hell
do
up.
all that.
Hold the hell up. Invitation.
To come to the wedding.
There was a lot of layers on that as well.
You know, they were two very black back-to-backs. I feel like, could you please
I'll pick something up.
find me a nice white bitch saying dumb shit?
I love how they said wife, but it was husband. But that was funny. He had no teeth. There was many layers to that. Prison.
Yeah.
Just his flowery romantic language.
Oh, it was very flowery.
I mean, if you haven't left the dick print in a dookie, then you haven't done right.
Hi, my name's Becky, and I'm going to teach you how to tie a lasso. Just kidding, my name's not Becky, my name's Bree. And if you go to my website, you can see me getting tied up and fucked.
So, you know, a little promotion for a website there. That's the new trend is when you're pretending you're going to be like, I'm going to fix this drywall. Just kidding. I'm
Getting railed.
going to rail you. I'm going to leave the head of my penis in your
I would
doogie.
watch that. If you're like, oh, you want to see your old house? Actually, I'm not fixing it.
There's this one woman, I tell
You
you.
get fucked by
Well, you know what?
microworkers.
I will say, and it's okay because I'm married. When I was at the Bob's Big Boy,
Yes.
a waitress from the next room had, I would be respectfully, had just large, beautiful breasts. And they were like one of those just big breasts that were a big old booby. Like. And I noticed her from across the room. They were so magnificent. I was like, wow, that's nice. I kept my mouth shut. But then she came over to the next table. And she was holding two of those Bob Big Boy doubles here and here. And it was two giant hamburgers and two tits. And I was like, I would buy this poster.
Yeah.
If all it were big, beautiful, busty women with burgers.
That's the Carl's Jr.
No, but what I'm saying was, I was like, oh my
give
God.
me the bun.
Because there was nothing in that thing.
that
And
breast.
she was smiling. Even if she was fake, I was like, this is what every man's fantasy.
Breast
Big
was just-
boobs and double hamburgers.
Mwah!
But I don't regret a thing.
Nope.
Love you.
I think that's like Tourette's.
Dude.
That guy's a psycho.
No, he's fine. He's coked the fuck out.
Oh, you think that he was gacking? or
Well,
what
the
with
whole
kids?
song was about cocaine. You fucking
was?
But
I thought he was
you
just
know,
watching
he's
the,
coked out.
I don't speak Spanish.
He's licking his lips. He's drinking the
Oh,
water. He's
I
doing
thought he was just really into.
He keeps sniffing. He's got the coke
cockfight.
drip,
Oh, okay.
which I've learned from movies.
Como cuando te toca con el puntero y la vas ganando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone says that.
See?
That feeling when toca means to play.
I really wish I learned Spanish.
Yeah. You could have been somebody. Oh my God.
I like
And
it. I approve.
Okay, he approves. Well,
And we'll see you. This is another episode of Cliff Page, Jimmy Hall. And we'll see you next Tuesday.